Hey, Chris.
What, Roger?
You know where you need to go?
Where?
You need to go to slugfestgames.com/ETG. Do you know why?
Why?
Because you will find amazing games such as Red Dragon Inn,
The Battle for Greyport,
High Noon Saloon,
and Fishing for Terrorists.
and all the expansions for Red Dragon Inn.
Oh my gosh,
so many.
Single character expansions too, which are a godsend.
And the wonderful character trove.
The character trove is a game in and of itself.
It is.
RDI 5.
Also, you can find t-shirts.
Yep.
Flask.
Steins.
All sorts of amazing things.
Swag is what we're going to call it.
Yeah, that's the nerd lingo. Swag. So guys, check out slugfestgames.com/ETG for more.
Whether you're a guy in a cape
or a rogue who's sneaky,
join Chris and Roger
as we entertain the geeky.
Guys, what's going on?
What up, Chris?
Roger, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm wonderful. How are you?
I can't complain.
Yeah?
Yeah, we've been on a roll this evening.
Yeah, I feel we have. I'm sorry. I just got a message from one of our show regulars, Cody, confirming that he'll be on the show in a couple of weeks to do our fall movie preview.
Yeah, we need a summer movie review from him too.
Well, we'll get that
from him and Terrence.
We'll get that both. You know, we'll talk because the summer was some good movies.
There were, and they're gonna have so much to say.
Oh yeah,
I'm excited.
I love having those guys on.
They're fun.
We got Kristen and Dave coming on next week
to talk Game of Thrones.
Season
review. Finale
tonight.
Yes,
I'm on the edge of my seat because this is going to go one of two ways.
So what's funny is tonight isn't when it's coming out.
No, it's already come out.
Yeah, it's already come out.
It's already come out. But whatever. Tonight, look, we record on Sundays and Thursdays, and whenever we have a free moment. But tonight it's happening. I'm on the edge of my seat because this is going to go one or two ways. Either they're going to have the little Lord of the Rings meeting, and they're going to go on the epic quest to stop the White Walkers. Or Cersei's going to backstab everyone, and war will ensue in the streets.
Cersei's been in the process of backstabbing everybody for a long time.
That's the only two options. There's no way that this is going to end.
It's just her backstabbing is going to come to a pinnacle.
Are you caught up?
No.
Okay, then I won't.
No. Go ahead.
Last episode, I almost cried.
Did you?
I did. I was like, oh!
Well, go on.
Because we got a death.
Who?
One of the dragons.
Oh, yeah. No. And he's a White Walker dragon.
Yeah, dude.
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
My heart, like when he got hit, my heart just sank. Like literally, I was like, no, you kill Jon Snow again. Okay? You kill some other fucker. I don't care. You don't kill the dragon.
Yeah, the dragons didn't do anything.
Yeah,
they blew up an army. They left a bunch of kids orphaned. So what?
I don't know. I can't explain how the death of a CGI dragon had that impact on me with that episode. Like, it was such a shock.
I can. So, I knew the dragon was going to die.
Yeah.
I had a conversation with Carl, the cosplayer, and she's like, yeah, I was reading spoilers. One of the dragons dies. I'm really not looking forward to it.
See, I didn't know. I was left in the dark, and I'm watching that episode going, all right, is it going to be the redhead guy who wants to bone the tall chick? Is he going to die? Who's going to die? Is it going to be the Hound? Who's going to die? And then the dragon dies. I'm like, what the fuck?
No.
And like, I knew as soon as it hit the ground, I was like, okay, so it was killed by the king. It's going to come back. Okay, yeah.
White Walker dragon.
Yeah, whatever. Which led to the best meme I have seen ever.
The Blue Eyes White Dragon one?
No.
Which one?
It's got a picture of Cersei on top and Daenerys on bottom. And Cersei goes, I thought you had 3 dragons. And Daenerys, like, laughing, goes, I thought you had 3 kids. Oh. Yeah, I'm excited for tonight. I like the fact that we record early so I can go home and watch Game of Thrones.
It's nice. It opens up our evenings.
A little bit. Drink some whiskey, watch some Game of Thrones. You know, yeah. Sunday nights used to be gaming nights for me.
I know.
This is a good time.
I mean, it's been an EG night for
a year and a
year
while
and a half
now.
Almost.
Oh man. Oh, you know what else we're doing in 2 weeks?
What?
We're unveiling the new one of the new EG games coming out.
Ooh.
Yeah, taglines.
I
got to make sure that that's not a game name somewhere else.
Yeah, well, I mean, code name taglines.
Code name. Development name is called Taglines. Can't call it catchphrases. That's definitely taken.
Yeah, no. Catchphrases.
Catchphrases is the thing.
Catchphrases is actually a lot of fun too.
It is. Oh my god! I downloaded this app on my phone that I'm gonna talk to you about real quick. It's a game that, because I'm a movie nerd.
Yeah.
It is called Fireback. movies.
Ooh.
And the object of the game is, so like I would name a movie like Jaws. Okay, and it's like 7 degrees of separation at this point. I would name a movie like Jaws. Your job would be to take one of those actors from Jaws and name another movie that they were in.
It can't be a director, though.
It cannot. It has to be an actor.
Ooh.
So like
I would do poorly at that.
Well, like I would say Jaws, and then you would say Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Okay.
Because Richard Dreyfuss is in both.
Mm-hmm.
So then I would either take Richard Dreyfuss or another actor
from Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
And name another movie, and you get points for like if you change the connections.
It's kind of like the 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Right, but you're changing connections too. Like so, if you say Richard Dreyfuss and then I use another actor in Close Encounters, I get more points.
Oh.
And the more connections you change, the more points you get. First to 100 points wins.
Oh wow!
It's a really fun little game that I play on my phone. That
sounds intense.
It is because people are assholes on this game.
Is it so? It's online.
Yeah.
Okay.
I play against people. They're assholes. They're like, hey, guess what? We're gonna name fucking this movie from the 1930s you've never heard of. Have fun. And I'm like, IMDb. What do we got? Where do we go from here?
Miracle on 34th Street.
If I can get to Sammy J, I'm golden.
Sammy J.
If I can get to Sammy J, I'm golden.
Then you're like RDJ.
RDJ.
Chris Hemsworth.
I hit someone. Someone's like, hey, look, we're gonna throw Chris Pine out there, and I was like, cool.
No.
Do it. I'm getting away from this real quick. Fuck you, Chris Pine. Yeah, I brought it back.
Then you get to Heroes.
Yeah. I'm like,
can you do? God. Oh no, can you do movie series?
You can do movies.
Or, I mean,
not
TV
TVs.
series.
No,
so
you
couldn't
do
do Heroes then.
No, so you would take like Zoe. Like I would like they were like Star Trek, and I went Guardians of the Galaxy. Suck a nut.
Who was the crossover?
Zoe. Oh. She played Uhura and Gamora.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's my knowledge I bring to the table. And they're like Guardians 2, and I'm like, The Thing. Let's go. Don't come at me with your sequel bullshit.
Then you're like, what? Miracle, the USA movie, the American hockey movie with Kurt Russell.
I love that movie.
It's so good.
I watch a movie like once a year, right around playoff time.
It's like playoff season. You're like, I'm gonna watch Miracle.
All right, I'm a Blues fan, so playoffs aren't always the best
or
for me.
Big Trouble in Little China. Oh my
god, that movie is so good. I want a sequel. I think now's time. Now is the time for a Big Trouble sequel.
35 years later, let's get it.
How awesome would it be to see like Kurt Russell like play Jack one more time? Like old Jack. He's old man Jack.
Oh, dude. It would be unreal.
I would love it. And I think Kurt Russell and John Carpenter could pull it off.
Oh, it'd be fun.
I would watch the hell out of this movie.
Does Lopan come back?
Of course Lopan comes back. But he's CGI because I think the actor who played Lopan died.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe.
Because he was doing the voice for Poe's dad in Kung Fu Panda.
Was he?
Yeah.
Keep talking.
But yeah, he was the voice for Poe's dad in Kung Fu Panda. I think he does mostly voice work at this point. But it was the same guy.
Who paid Lopan? Who paid Lopan?
Who played Lopan in Big Trouble in Little China? You're going to have to get specific on that one. Who played Lopan?
My thing said, who pays Lopan?
And they're like, well, you don't pay that well.
Lopan in Big Trouble.
Yeah, Big Trouble in Little China. I love that movie. Or The Last Dragon.
It's James Hong.
Yeah, told you. He's alive.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, he's still kicking. He's 88 years old. So
he doesn't look it.
They don't need to put... he's looking old. They don't need to put makeup on him anymore.
No, not at all.
Yeah, no, he was in Blade... He was the eye guy in Blade Runner.
You're welcome.
He's in Mulan, R.M.P.D., The Golden Child, Balls of Fury.
Yeah, oh no, he's hilarious in Balls of Fury.
Oh my god, he's in the best movie ever, Caged Fury.
Caged Fury?
Oh my god, he's been on a lot of stuff.
Yes, he has.
Like once I saw the name and the face, I was like, oh, he's in everything.
Yes.
Do you know that movie made that movie cost that movie cost $25 million to make and only made $11.1 million on the box
Big Trouble in
office?
Little China?
Yes.
I mean, it's a cult classic at this point.
It did not do well in the theaters.
It
bombed horribly.
I remember having the VHS to that and just watching the shit out of it.
I did not discover that until it was on Channel 11 one time. On a Saturday. Remember when Channel 11 used to show 3 movies on Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah.
I remember watching it on Channel 11. And that's how I was introduced to this crazy movie. It was right after Gremlins.
But it was right before you went to the Red Dragon Inn.
Well, yeah, of course.
For gambling,
drinking, fighting.
Oh my god.
You know, I've been thrown out of the Red Dragon Inn. Do you know why?
Did you run out of money?
I ran out of gold.
Son of a gun.
I lost at gambling. I went all in on aces. It just went back.
I went all in on aces. Well, you know, they have an expansion called Gambling I'm In. And it is just straight gambling games. They give you special gambling cards. And if you want to replace the rounds in gambling in Red Dragon Inn, you can do that with the Gambling I'm In expansion.
Do you know where you can get that at?
You can go to slugfestgames.com/ETG to get that.
It's an amazing expansion.
It's actually a lot of fun. I had bought it shortly after I figured out that it came out. And I was like, this is really good.
You know what else you can find at slugfestgame.com/ETG?
Well, okay. Well, you can find The Battle for Greyport,
High Noon Saloon,
and Fishing for Terrorists, along with a bunch of swag.
Seriously, guys. slugfestgames.com/ETG. Check them out.
But Big Trouble in Little China is my cut. And
I've said it before, and I will stand behind this statement. It is the perfect one-shot role-playing game.
Is there a role-playing game for
There's
it?
not. But I'm saying, like, you watch that movie.
You could make it? Oh,
like,
man.
you watch that movie, that is the perfect one-shot role-playing session.
You know what we need to do? We need to make a version of Merle's Truck Stop
As
that
Big
takes
Trouble?
you through Big Trouble in Little China.
I think we'd get sued, but let's do it.
No, we could.
We can't record that.
No, I mean, we could figure out how to skin it, though. Like, we could get in touch with somebody, I'm sure.
I'm sure we... Hey, John, what are you doing with this license besides making comics?
Right?
Let us throw it... We're going to make another role-playing game for $1.
I mean... Honestly, if we got the branding, I'd say it's $3.
Well, yeah, because we got to pay licensing fees.
Exactly, but have it be $3. We could make it a 2-page role playing game.
Yeah, well, one for heroes, one for villains, because maybe you want to fight on Lopan's side.
Oh my gosh, you could be the big fat guy that gets fatter
and
we got
to get magic incorporated in somehow, because magic's not part of the system for Marls.
No, it's not. But magic is it's so weird in Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, because he's got Deep Throat from the X-Files, and going, what do you mean? Jack Button's a hero. Yeah,
I love that.
God, that movie's so good. Why didn't that movie make so much more money?
Because people didn't understand.
People are stupid in the 80s.
No, it was now it would be the equivalent of like a Shaolin soccer.
To be fair, hold on. The 80s weren't really known. Like, look at the classic movies that came out of the 80s that bombed at the box office. Blade Runner.
Yeah, and now Blade Runner's got a remake with huge actors.
Sequel, not remake.
Oh, yeah, sequel. You're right.
Shut your face. I'm not... You know what? The more I see about this Blade Runner sequel, the more I'm kind of nervous about it. Because Blade Runner, to me, was always that personal level of what it means to be man. And, like, the last preview showed, like, this guy apparently is trying to make an army of replicants to take over the Earth. I don't know how I feel about this.
It'll be good.
I hope so. I hope maybe they're just doing the here's the action scenes of the movie to get you pumped up, and we get a deep, thoughtful science fiction movie.
I think it is going to be a thoughtful movie.
I hope so. God, I hope so.
It looks good. And, like, the first preview that came out for it
looked really good.
I was so geeked.
It looked so good, but now the more previews I see, the more action I see, the more I'm like, But
the action previews are what sell movies now.
Yeah,
and they know that.
But here's the thing: the people that are going to see this movie, the old people that are going to see the movie are going to see it because it's a sequel to Blade Runner. Yeah. So they want to see a more thought-provoking science fiction movie. The young people that are going to see this movie are going to go because Ryan Gosling's in it.
And Jared Leto.
So, you don't need...
And Han Solo.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, well, he's not Han Solo anymore.
No, he shish kebabbed himself. I'm still on that bandwagon.
I know you are.
Kylo Ren did not activate that lightsaber. It's another way he can become good again.
Well, Harrison Ford wanted the character killed a long time ago.
He wanted to die in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
So he was like, kill me. Don't bring me back. It makes
sense.
Yeah. That was the only reason he came back to Force Awakens. Stupid.
Let me kill myself in it.
Let me just seppuku myself.
Well, no, there was that surprised look on Kylo Ren's face when it happened.
Yeah. And everyone was like, oh, that's him surprised that he did it. I'm like, that's because he didn't do it.
He wasn't surprised that he did it.
Yeah, Han Solo did it. Han Solo's like, this is the only way I can save my son. This is the only way I can keep my promise to Leia. Is to sacrifice myself. Well, I mean,
because he's not... To become, like, fully encompassed in the dark side, you have to let go of all the things that hold you back, which are family, friends. Mm-hmm. And if your family doesn't give you the opportunity to do that, oh, man.
Speaking of the horrors of Star Wars, the original ending for Revenge of the Sith came out. Here was the original ending. Like, we still have the lightsaber fight, all that shit. Yeah. But before that, when Padme shows up, she doesn't show up like, oh my God, you're hurting me, Anakin. She shows up to kill him.
Ooh.
Like, she comes, like the original, if you look at the...
well, that makes sense with the, you turned her against me line.
Yeah, so she shows up, and he lets him hug her, and she's holding a knife. And she holds it to his throat. and he's letting him. Anakin is letting Padme do this. Hold the knife to the throat, and Padme can't kill him because she still loves him.
Of course.
So she just breaks down, and then like while she's holding the knife to the throat, crying that she loves him,
he kills her.
No. Obi-Wan comes walking down. Dialogue ensues. He kills Padme. Big lightsaber.
Obi-Wan does?
No.
Oh,
Anakin kills Padme because that you turned her against me. Like he thinks that she couldn't do it, so she brought backup. And Obi-Wan was just seeing if Padme could do it. Walks down. He, in a force of rage, kills Padme. Fight ensues. That ending, that little bit right there would have made Revenge of the Sith so much better.
You know what though? I actually, she died of a broken heart thing. That's legit.
Yeah, she could still die of a broken heart. You can still have that line.
So maybe he knocks the shit out of her, but they didn't want to hurt the babies.
That's fine. You can do all that. You can still have like her die the same way, but that scene of her holding the knife.
Yeah, like that would have been intense.
Because before that, a scene that was deleted was when Anakin leaves to go to Mustafari. You see Padme walk into a different room, and there's all these senators there, and she's forming the rebellion.
Well, one of the best parts of Rogue One is actually Darth Vader sitting in his like tank on Mustafar. And the reason that that's so powerful is because in the extended universe, he did that so he could overlook the spot where he was shit on.
Yeah.
And he did it to build rage and to, you know what I mean? And dude, that's huge. Like, that's something that they almost should have explained in Rogue One because there's other people coming into this that don't know that.
I've already said time and time again, you don't need that. The only thing in Vader you need in Rogue One is that end hallway scene.
Oh, that end hallway scene.
And that's it.
So good.
That's all you need of Vader in Rogue One. Everything else is just fluff.
I love the Mustafar scene.
I would have loved the Mustafar scene if you did a Vader movie and you showed that and like left that out of Rogue One, but actually had a Vader movie in between Episode 3 and Episode 4 and use that there because then you have the time to delve into that character's psyche, to get why he goes to Mustafar, to get all that. Instead, you just get, he just goes back to where he turned into Vader, and that's not the case.
No, he went there to fucking build hate.
Yeah, and you could get that. You could get that so much better in a movie about Vader or just about the Empire.
That's fair. No, I mean about Vader. That's actually because they're doing an Obi-Wan sequel.
Yeah.
Or an Obi-Wan standalone.
It's just him hunting sand people.
I mean, which is fine, but if they did that with Darth Vader, that's an awesome character to do it with.
Darth Vader would make more sense.
There's so much that we don't know.
Like, how did he get so powerful? Like how was he training in between 3 and 4?
So there's a Darth Vader book, and they talk about when he first gets put into the suit and all that, and it's uncomfortable, it's awkward, he's clunky, and like that's all a big deal. He's like, I've got these catheters and stuff, and it sucks. That would make for such a good movie.
Like you show the entire movie of him getting used to the suit and who he is, and like the last
and hunting Jedi.
Yeah, and the last scene of the movie is him taking his helmet off and taking that first breath without the helmet, and then realizing he still can't breathe, so he puts it back on. Because in Empire, when he takes that helmet off and you see him, when they bring the helmet down, it's him trying to get away from the suit.
Yeah.
So you have him realize that he's confined to the suit. That fuels the rage. He kills some Jedi. Awesome story goes on. And at the end, he just takes the helmet off for just a second and he tries to breathe, saying, I will not be confined to this suit. And it would add so much more to that character.
And then he's like, fuck it, I'm just going to Mustafar so I can look at where I was.
No, he's already at Mustafar.
Oh, he's already there?
Like Mustafar's already there. Like, we've already set that up. But like the end of the movie is just him trying to take that first breath without the mask.
Well, I would want I would want that movie to be primarily inner dialogue.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, not him speaking to everybody, but him, this is where I was beat. So
right.
I have to look at this. Yeah. I'm going to make this where I reside.
And that's where he goes back to train. Because he got beat there. Now he's clunky. He doesn't know how to work the suit right, and that's where he learns to work his suit right.
Well, no. So in the extended universe,
yeah, but that's done.
Well, no. It's actually really good. He goes and he's getting his ass kicked by fucking low level Jedi, and the Emperor gives him shit about it. He's like, "How are you getting beat up on by these people, Chosen One? Come
on, Chosen One, bring the balance to the Force."
So yeah, it's intense. Now, we need to direct you guys to cloud9comicsandmore.com.
Where?
cloud9comicsandmore.com.
Do you know why?
Well, I guarantee you there are holes in your collection.
That you need to fill.
Or there's some Star Wars stuff that you need.
Our Star Trek stuff. We're not
Star Trek stuff. No, they've got a little bit of everything. Anything pop culture, anything geeky, they've got it.
If you're looking to sell stuff,
oh man,
Paul is always buying.
And he's fair.
He is fair. He is very fair.
So here's how you get a hold of Paul.
314 1-691-2864.
Give him a call. He is a super cool guy. Good people.
He loves what he does.
Oh, passion is all there.
Like you can tell.
And when he looks over comics, like it's an act of passion. He's basically making love to him.
Well, here's the thing. You remember when you were a kid and you walked into the comic store for that first time and you're flipping through some comic, right? And that look on your face, that's what Paul gets every time he finds a comic that he just forgot about or hasn't seen in a while.
He'll walk you through it.
Oh my, yeah. So good.
And the story that was around it. So yeah, guys, cloud9comicsandmore.com for more information on that. Or if you call him, ask for Paul. Again, that's 314-691-2864. Then
go to entertainthegeeky.com.
Click like, comment, subscribe. All of our social media is there.
On Facebook, guys, I just put a post up saying what X-Men you want to see in mine and Chris's relaunch of the X-Men movies. Comment. Let us know.
Yeah,
because we'll work them in. We're going to work them in. That's my goal.
Discovering New Mutants. Guys, as always, thank you for tuning in. Stay geeky.